So I've been on somewhat of an anime slump as of late, and instead of checking out a newer show to talk about, I decided to revisit an oldish anime. That anime being this one, Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. There wasn't some big reason for me picking this up again. I kinda just remembered it being somewhat funny and wanted to see if it held up. For sure though, I will be spoiling the anime in a sec, so if you haven't checked it out and want to experience it for yourself, you should probably do that. Getting into it though, the main premise of this anime is pretty simple. We kind of just follow a laid-back, carefree dude and see what he gets up to as a substitute magic instructor. That makes it sound like it's more of a slice of life type of show, but it's kinda not. It's an action comedy with a little bit of ecchi thrown in. The show is pretty alright. I do see the show in a positive light, but I admit that it's not this crazy ass peak anime or anything. Although I guess you could kind of garner that from the show's title being Bastard Magic Instructor. There's no way a human being would really go into it thinking to be blown away or anything. And I kind of wasn't, but the show was still enjoyable. One of the things I think I enjoyed most about this anime is actually the main character, Glenn Radars. He kind of just starts off as this disillusioned guy who's just bumming around, and as the show progresses we sort of see him just once again find a purpose, I guess. Writing wise, he's a pretty versatile character in the sense that he can be a complete shitter, cracking jokes and shit in one scene and then be super serious in another. That low-key sounds dumb as shit, like whoa, he's a versatile character because he's not a boring linear guy. But like honestly, you'd be surprised as to how many of these loser ass authors employ similar cookie cutter main characters. Like bro, it's always a socially awkward good guy or like some cracked out genius, and it's like bruh, please just write better. But that's kind of besides the point. What I'm getting at is that Glenn is actually a pretty solid protagonist. Dude's basically exactly what I look for in a main character for a show like this. He's just a guy you can thrust into different scenarios and have him shine by playing off whoever or whatever is thrown his way, be it negative or positive. Another thing this show has going for it is its comedy. I will say though, this point might be a bit Mickey Mouse since I've only seen the dub for this anime. I'm not too sure how well the jokes land in the sub for this one, but the dub is peak as fuck. The voice acting cast did a solid ass job for this show. What was said plus like the delivery was good, and honestly it was a big reason as to why this show is as enjoyable as it is. I know people shit on dubs and call them cringe or whatever, but honestly I'm a big fan of how comedic dubs are handled. Plus I think any miserable or shitty voice acting adds to the comedic value. Writing wise though, a big bulk of the comedy does run through Glenn and his snarky remarks, and I mean since I like the dude I did think it worked and it was pretty solid. But if you don't like him, you probably won't like the show, I guess. Although it's still good when it's not him at the center. Like when he's not the comedic focus of the show, it kind of doesn't really flop. Like the occasional one-liners from background characters and some of the more trope-reliant comedy wasn't bad either. So there's that. The overall cast and characters were also pretty okay too. White Cat and the blonde chick were good protagonists. They played off Glenn well, and they themselves had like this wholesome sister-like dynamic with each other. Riel, Albert, and Cecilia were cool too. Nothing outstanding, but I mean it wasn't miserable seeing them on screen, so that's good. I for sure would have wanted to see more of Cecilia though. Obvious reasons aside, I think more of her teasing or just berating would have been funny to see. I enjoyed the banter with her and Glenn, and I think they kind of undervalued it. She for sure needed to be in more scenes somehow. With that though, I'm gonna hit on some of the negatives. I said earlier that this isn't a slice of life type of show, but low-key, I think it would have benefited from more time in that lane. In like episode 2-ish, we get this cool ass teaching portion of the show where Glenn teaches this basic ass shock spell in his own way, and honestly it was hella interesting to me. Dude's apparently this bastard magic instructor, but he's actually a solid ass teacher. Unfortunately though, we don't really get to see another lesson again. We get like a montage of shit and small snippets of him being a teacher here and there, but never again like the second episode. And I get it, right? Like it's an action comedy. You didn't click on the anime to sit through magic lessons and shit. But honestly, with how the show handles its big drama and action portions, I wouldn't mind some more time just learning shit and learning just more about the magic of the world or something. That kind of ties into my big complaint regarding this anime, that being its insistence and reliance on drama, suspense, and action. It's not the greatest. Like, actually, let me dig this up real quick. Who wrote this? Oh damn, what the fuck? I'm not berating this guy, he's actually goated as fuck for drawing Konosuba, but this dude, fucking Taro? Bro, Taro, buddy, you are not like that, bro. Play to your strengths, dude. I say this cause the whole action drama parts of this show is so one-dimensional. It's actually the same shit over and over and over again. It's like 3 back-to-back arcs of, oh no, the blonde chick got fucking kidnapped, let's fight and save her. Like, bro, she's actually a decent character. Why are we making her be this damsel in distress for 3 straight arcs? Like, deadass, the evil shitters in this show have one fucking plan, and it's this. No backups or side objectives, their playbook consists of one fucking play and it's the weakest shit on earth. The first time the blonde gets kidnapped, it's like, oh damn, what the fuck? This is wild. Cause it's a whole ass coordinated terrorist attack on the school. But after the first time, it's kind of just like, oh brother, we gotta save her ass again. Which sucks, cause Taro gave her a good storyline with her mom and like actually tried to make her a character. And like the actual people carrying out the evil acts aren't bad villains per se, but it's kind of just whatever, since I'm more annoyed that she's in peril every single time anything pops off. Like honestly, give her more credit, dude. She can't be this useless. Nah, cause deadass, she gets a whole bodyguard. Cause everyone is aware that she is the evil shitter's target, and she still ends up captured. Honestly though, my main takeaway from this anime was that if this was in a different genre, it'd actually be fire. Inverting it and pivoting it to be more of a slice of life ecchi with battles and drama on the side would elevate the show hella. Think like maybe Infinite Stratos or Armed Girls, but actually good. Cause honestly, the characters aren't bad, and while I did bitch about the story a bit, it's not like unbearable. It's something I changed for sure, but it doesn't anchor the anime that hard. The rest of the bright spots kinda just backpack the mid portion, so it evens out. And yeah, that's all I really want to hit regarding the show. It has its negatives, but I still do think it was enjoyable. So if you have some time to kill, why not check it out? It's not an anime masterclass, but I mean, not everything has to be. It was fun, but I do think it has potential to be better. Other than that though, for sure consider checking out some of my other videos. I try to cover a wide variety of anime on this channel, so more likely than not you'll find something you're into. But yeah, like the video, comment if you'd like, subscribe, and pass the video and channel around. I'm trying to grow, so that'd be appreciated. I expect some more videos soonish, and yeah, that's about it. Later.